It's the 17th. This grand occasion is televised across the nation. Huge, noisy crowds admire our looks, and countless nice people want to buy books. All agree we really are treasures, outstanding in every way by every measure. We are thought to be unique, clever, and bold. Unfortunately, we're all pretty damned old. We adjust our canes and aids and more, stumble our way across the floor. We seemingly don't have a care. Then we all fall off our chair. We four agree it could be worse. Now we have material for a funny new verse. Jackson is right. I do favor the brief syllabic Japanese form. In Senryu is one of my favorite forms. It's like the haiku, except the Senryu has people in it. The haiku is just nature. She fashions love keys to try to open his heart. He calls a locksmith. This is a quatrain, which sounds interesting, except it just means 4 lines. When finally he was released from prison, he asked her to spend the weekend with him. She replied with a teacher's admonition, "Never end a sentence with a proposition." Another Senryu. I was towed away. I parked my heart in your space without a permit. I decided not to read this poem, and then I decided I would read it, and then I decided not to, and now I'm going to read it. It's entitled Breasts. Sometimes they're petite and perky, sometimes grand, like roast turkey. When we are young, songs to them are sung. When we are old, they're beef jerky. I recently ran across in a poetry handbook, a form that I was not familiar with. It's called, if I'm pronouncing it right, tetractys. And a tetractys is syllabic, 1 syllable, 2, 3, 4, and 10. What? You want to live with me and my cat? I'll ask her, but she'll say, meow, no way. Here's another example. Yikes, sorry, I poked you with my sharp knife. Please, no bad news while I'm cutting my food. Here's another Senryu. It's really a delightful form because in 17 syllables you can tell a story and nobody can ever challenge it and say, that's not a poem. And you can say, yes, it is. It's a Senryu. It has 17 syllables. And she looks for nuggets in the sluice pan of his words, seeking, I love you. I'll finish with kind of a solemn poem. Solemn's not the right word, but it's entitled How to Write a Poem. A poet creates a poem as a sculptor releases his art from a large stone. The writer releases his poem from a large stone of words, shapes the poem according to his vision, welcomes the poem, gives it a final polishing, presents it to the world. I just want to say what George Burns is famous for saying, I'm glad to be here. At my age, I'm glad to be any place.